figured I'd play a little bit of synthwave to start this. Sorry for the no audio there, I fixed it. For a moment. It's weird, it's coming through on my end. It's showing that it's going through. That is really weird. It should have worked. But why it's not working? Can you at least hear me? Okay, let me try going there. There we go. There we go. It is peaking when I talk, but it is what it is. That's weird. Why is it... Oh, there we go. That could be a reason. To Streamer Talk Podcast. Good evening, everybody! Welcome into the Streamer Talk Podcast. We are 2 minutes early on this, and boy, do we have a banger for you tonight, boys. Strap in. This is gonna be good, because a story that we covered a long time ago involving one Danny Delight has reared its ugly head yet again. And let me just turn my mic just a little bit there because I'm peeking. Before we get started and before we show you all this stuff that has come out, I wanna make one thing perfectly clear. Okay? I do not want any hate mob going to anyone. Okay? If you're a viewer of this show, we disavow sending hate mobs to people or harassment. What we are doing in this show tonight is we are about to shine a massive spotlight on one creator's bad behavior, what she did to another creator, and basically canceled him for no reason without the evidence to back it up. And she got some major streamers who are partnered to jump on her hate train against this guy. Okay? So I'm going to tell you this. There's going to be no hate coming from us or fans of this podcast, this person. And with that said, I'm going to undeafen the Discord. Let's go in there and let's see who's in there. What's being said. Yo guys, we live.
Hi.
Computer Chick and Carl are here.
You know, it's a real first that I'm here. You know.
Oh yeah.
I'm never here. I'm gonna be the comedic genius while High's gone. So my jokes are gonna be so shit that you guys are probably gonna stop watching. And howdy.
Yeah. So if we do have get phone calls, Carl and Computer Chick, look out for them as we kind of do what we here. Hope everybody in chat is having a great evening. My God, this is a little loud. I have to pull this down a little quieter. My end, because it's peeking into the red.
That's
and that is not a good thing.
Yeah, that's what she said.
So chat, how are you doing? And by the way, our show title is Karma's Coming to Collect, and this is basically breaking news. Give me 1 second. I need to pull up a tweet just so I can have that on the timeline of tabs up here, just so you all can see what was said, and we'll read tweets and we will go things. So now I'm going to press this button on screen. My web browser, this web browser is on screen. Let me just zoom in here. By the way, we're going to look at this Google Doc, and then there's another Google Doc. But before we get into this, as you guys in this call know, we have a little bit of history with this Danny Delight person as well. I don't know if you remember back in February, she tried to get this guy canceled because he was wearing self-tanner in a green bodysuit. And she said that he was streaming in blackface or brownface, when it was clearly self-tanner. She tried to get us to get her on board the cancel train. I told her, she and I had a conversation in voice before a show, and I told her we ran it by the team. It's not gonna make air. And she basically... Go ahead, Carl.
But now it officially has made air.
Yeah.
Because we're talking about it now on our side of the story.
Yes. And then she has the fucking brass balls to say to me in a voice call, you need to fire your staff then because they're all closeted racists. Oh, Danny. Oh, Danny, you are the stupidest bitch alive. Yes, I'm going to call you a bitch because that is what you are. Okay?
Howdy.
And by the way, like I said in the intro to the show, there's no hate mob, there's no harassment going to this person. Simply shining a flashlight on this. And we're going to go over the Google Doc that's in this tweet thread. And
My
also,
only thing I have to say is she's a major part of cancel culture.
yeah.
People who try canceling other people, and I'm a strong supporter of cancel culture.
I'm only for it if they do something stupid like Susie Lou.
Oh yeah, I mean Susie Lou is Susie Lou. We can't really say much about it.
Yeah.
She speaks for herself.
Yes.
Except the fact that she doesn't. She makes her boyfriend do it for her.
Yeah, and we're not going to talk about that
Nope.
person anymore. But I will say, in the Google Doc that we're going to go through. By the way, there's tons of pages in this these Google Docs. I will link you to them at points during this stream. Okay? By the end of this stream, we think you're going to understand where we come when we title this stream "Karma's Coming to Collect." And I will say this: if anybody tried to cancel Momo Swift back then, watching this, fucking shame on you, scumbag. You're a scumbag, just as bad as Danny Delight.
Indeed.
But let's go through the Twitter thread first. I figured this would be good to pull up so we can read this. And I do feel bad for Sinestra. She didn't want to do it, but she felt she had to. There is a stream team called Leading Ladies. I've never heard of that stream team. But it's whatever. You know? But it's also about Danny Delight. Like Danny TV herself. Danny Delight. Whatever. And then she responds the other day, 2 days ago. I'm popping out of my lurk just to reiterate what I said in the document, etc. And then there's a thread. Wow! Admired Plague has a personal recollection with this person. And, hey, it's public record. You publicly tweeted it. We're gonna publicly talk about it. girl subtweets me like once a month because we went on one date and I chose to be with another girl. Also, as someone who is in a leadership role, her behavior is far from... If you promise something, better be there. And Sinestra's saying she's blocking people, strained from this, and I don't blame her. She makes no apologies from the post. And then there's more replies here. I chime in, and there's people that responded to me, including Momo Swift. We did invite on this program, but he put out his Google Doc, and that's going to be his final statement. I can respect him for that. I think we all can respect him for that. So before going into this document, what do you guys think so far? I know there's not a lot going on, but...
I mean, I've said it before, I'll say it again. I'm blind when it comes to these things, so I'm just a spectator that gives his 2 cents.
Yes.
That's all she costs.
And I'm going to admit I'm biased against Danny for what she tried to say about my program. I say my program, I am one of the people who founded it. Not trying to have any ego with that statement. But it's our program. But
it's the people's program.
Yeah. But you get the idea with what I'm saying here. She tried to spread lies to me about my team. I saw through her bullshit. And now, in the words of Review Tech USA's podcast, like Danny, get exposed. And Computer Chick, how are you doing, first off?
I'm doing pretty good.
So we're gonna... Good to hear. I'm glad to hear it. And by the way, these documents are fucking blowing up right now. This is hot news.
That's why we're so early.
Yeah. We're doing 2 hours, maybe more, depending on how this goes. And we will take phone calls.
Call-ins always are open.
Yes.
And we would love to hear anyone's point of view on anything.
Yeah. Yeah, as long as you can be respectful.
We'll be respectful to you if you're respectful to us.
Yes. By the way, call in. This is the Discord link. I just spammed it twice.
You can always do ! call-in too, and we'll get that.
Yeah, that'll work.
And we'll have one of our teammates, our team members, pull you in, do a verified check to see if, and then we'll bring you in.
Yes. So bear with us.
We are 100%. We are 100% not gonna deal with anyone's bullshit unless you have a good reason for that bullshit.
Yes, and Danny, you might want to have people. If people know Danny, you might want to tell them that she's the subject of this. Maybe who knows? Who knows what will happen? She probably knows that she's the subject of this. Anyway, so this person, Slayer, I know I mispronounced it. She no longer felt comfortable being in the team after Danny messaged her and pushed for answers about a team member that previously left. She was apparently, according to this, she was willing to put her mental health and peace of mind at risk in order to get the answers she wanted. And when she received them, she went off. Sinesta. How's it going, Sinesta? Welcome. Hope you're having a good one. Thank you for helping me with that. Sometimes, I mispronounce things by accident, but we're going to go over this, and we're going to go over what Momo put out. And Sinestro, if you do feel like calling in, we're not going to force anyone to call in. It's Dinosaur, thank you for the follow. And if anybody does want to call in, the link is in the chat, or you can just do ! Call in. If you guys want to talk about this, we are an open, and I did say it, I'll say it again before we go a little too far in this. she did try to mess with our program in that back a long time ago, like last year sometime. She tried to cancel a guy who was wearing a green bodysuit and had self-tanner on his face. It was clearly self-tanner. But Danny decided...
I mean, you can also tell what's different between blackface and self-tanner.
Yeah, Carl, I was in the middle of
Self-tanner
speaking.
gives off an orangey vibe.
Carl,
Sorry.
let me finish. I was on a roll. God damn it. Anyway, she said this guy was actually in blackface or brownface. Okay? So put that in your mind. It's clearly self-tanner. And when we said we were not going to run the story, she said this to me in a voice call. And for the record, I don't record voice calls secretly like that. That's scummy ass bullshit, and I'm not going to do that. For the record. But what she said to me was, you need to fire all your staff then, because they're all closeted racists. Not realizing that I was staff. So she basically called me and everyone else that's on the Streamer Talk podcast staff closeted racists. Just so you have the Discord link for those who showed up late. There you go. So yeah, Danny, we do have a personal part of this that colors our view on it. We admit that. What's about to and going through this document and the other document that we have, we're gonna shed a major spotlight, kids. Strap in, get your popcorn ready, whatever you want to do. And yeah, we do joke a lot. There's a lot of jokes on this show, but we will be serious when it's time to be serious. Because somebody was canceled who should never have been canceled. And that pisses me off. I think it's fair to say it pisses us off.
Absolutely.
And you can also kind of consider this stream the uncancelization of Momo Swift. That could have been a good title for the stream.
You know, all the good titles always come up during the stream.
Yeah, of course.
I don't know why this always happens.
It always happens.
Yeah, we're just really hurt by it.
Yeah.
It's just, and it really makes you think, what,
yeah,
if she's willing to go this far just to cancel one guy wearing self-tanner, how far will she go before she tries to cancel for another stupid reason?
Yeah,
and she's, sorry, you go, Nick.
Yeah, that's okay. I can think of a 4-letter word to describe her, but I'm not going to say that on this one. I'm going to hold it in until it's appropriate to say it. Let's just say that. And by the way, you can curse on this podcast. It is totally okay.
Oh shit! Pussy dick.
We don't mind. We don't mind. I mean, it's Twitch. You get it. Anyway, so apparently Danny went off at the handle on somebody who left the stream team, and Sinister left.
And if she's also willing to hurt people within her stream team just for information about someone else, that really shows what kind of person she really can be.
Yes.
Behind the scenes.
Yeah, she's a
fucking... She might put on this... She might put on this little titty streamer... Because I looked at her account, and she... I can't... That's all her content really seems to be. And I hate using that term sometimes when it comes to people, but in this case, she really is.
Yeah.
And
I'd go as far as to call her a thought.
She's a Twitch thought.
Yes.
Did he really just say that? Can we cancel PewDiePie?
Anyway, we're gonna go back through this. And by the way, we're going to be on for at least the next 2 hours. We may go longer if things warrant it, but anyway. The statement from an anonymous lady, we don't know who this is. It's not going to get out. That's fine. Danny, the supposed leader, was never active, and when she was rude or dismissive. Okay, Sinestro. Go right ahead. Do you want to be on the air? We can.
Yeah. Would you like to give your thoughts on air, or would you like us to read your DMs?
Okay, so
Or not your DMs, but
okay, yeah. She's gonna hop on. She is gonna hop on. Okay, yeah. So I'm just gonna sit for the record, so you guys know. Carl has not seen any of these documents, and Computer Chick, I don't know how much. I know I gave you the links. I don't know how much you've seen them.
Yeah, I've been looking them over, and I've already had some of the screenshots from back when.
Yeah.
I've always been really good at being a blind person when it comes to doing these, and also I'll be right back.
Okay. And if you guys, if this is your first exposure to the program, yeah, we do like to joke around a bit. But at the same time, we, like I say, we can be serious when we're serious and all that. And all of that. By the way, Sinestro and Dinosaur, I know we've talked a little bit on Twitter, but it's nice to meet you both.
Hey. Nick, I have a slight problem.
What? I'll just pull her down.
I can't drag. Yeah, I can't drag.
I got her. Sinestra, you are on the air. Welcome. Sorry about the slight issue about Carl dragging you, but we got it. Welcome.
Oh, good.
Nice to meet you.
Like a couple thoughts. It's nice to meet you guys. You guys seem like a colorful bunch.
Definitely.
Thank you.
And hey, Nest, I know you from other Discords as well.
Yeah, I'm everywhere. That's pretty much the best way to put it. I do want to mention that I have absolutely nothing against Danny. Like, I think when I posted the document was not made to cancel her. It was not made to cancel anybody. It was made to bring attention to an issue that has happened, and that she has been the common denominator of a lot of these issues.
Bring social awareness.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't want people to cancel her, as I would like them to. I would like her to heal, because she does have a lot of things that she needs to heal from. But I definitely won't be standing there next to her while she does it. I have nothing against her. I still care about her. At the end of the day, I feel like everything needs to come to light, because it's basically infected thorns in all of our sides. And if we don't get all those thorns out, we're never going to be able to heal. So that was the whole reason.
Yeah, and at the start of the podcast, I know you probably catch it because you came in a little late. I did say we're not about sending hate mobs. We're not about sending harassment. We disavow it in the highest terms. We're just shining a light on somebody. And for personal experience with the person, I gotta say it. She was a scumbag to me, and she insulted my team.
And from what I've seen, she's been very one-sided about things. She wouldn't see both sides.
She has smack talked a lot of creators, and generally I don't really, like, I'm not gonna lie and say I don't talk about other creators, but I mean, when I do talk about somebody, I talk about their actions and how they can be bettered. And usually I address those issues with that person later on. The difference with Danny is she did not want to hear it.
Yeah, and what that Google Doc, because I knew what happened to Momo, and I get two sides of the story before I judge. And I got Momo's side, and I'm like, wait a minute, she's playing a victim here, and all these big streamers were canceling Momo and cutting ties with Momo, and they didn't get his side.
Yeah, that's pretty much true. And I like I said, I don't stand by a lot of the creators that Momo has mentioned in his document. There's only like one person that I am really affiliated with that I consider a friend, and I think whatever happens with them, that's not my business.
Absolutely. And I've said it before, and I'll say it again. I am against cancel culture.
Mm-hmm.
I think I made a tweet on my really old account when cancel culture was really getting big. I think that account got suspended now because of just inactivity. But I did hashtag cancel culture. I mean, there are people who deserve. Like, there are some creators that
Yeah.
don't deserve to be on these platforms for just other reasons, but I don't think we should make it a big deal to cancel them. Like, hashtag cancel, blah blah blah.
Yeah,
Because
we'll
blah.
let the anime companies sue Susie Liu out of existence.
Oh yeah.
That'll
Oh
be
yeah. And that's a big reason why I did my best to provide a bunch of evidence. Because the reason why I provided my full DMs with Danny the day I confronted her was because I knew that if I didn't post them in full, she would either I knew she would do one of two things. She would retaliate by posting snippets of DMs, or I figured she was going to ignore it. But the thing is, when people post your DMs out of context, like I'll be the first person to leak my own DMs. Like you cannot scare me with screenshots. I know what I said, and I will put it out in the open. And I feel like that's something a lot of content creators are afraid of. They're afraid to show what they really said.
Yeah, I've done that. I remember back 2 years ago, one Discord saying I was just on Twitch to make money. I'm like, really? And I was the first to screenshot my PayPal. I was like, put my money in. Zero.
Exactly.
Here's all my money gifting subs. Yeah. So, and I was first to, post it out there into public.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, as much as there is a thing among content creators, you don't leak DMs. I can understand if you're fine with it. Like, I would never leak DMs unless there's an absolute big reason to do it.
I used to leak DMs, but the only time I do now is if I have consent. Like, I'll leak DMs of stuff my best friend tells me because he's in my community and like we banter and people love to see that,
Yeah.
But I never leak DMs without consent now because I don't want to be accused of being that person. That means that I didn't get Danny's consent with the DMs because I knew that she leaks people's DMs anyway out of context. And I wanted to sort of beat her to the punch by saying, "Hey, this is actually what happened," so she couldn't clip anything out of context. And she still tried to say that she still tried to say that I said she should have been canceled. When you look at the screenshots, I said she could be canceled for it.
Yeah, it's obvious to anyone with a brain. And I did see on Twitter yesterday that she did a stream on this. Apparently, I don't follow her.
She did, but it was basically a lot of deflecting. What the stream, like, I was lurking for some of it before I got tired of listening to it. She basically talked about it. She didn't talk about it, but she deflected a lot. She was like, her whole thing was, there's bigger things going on in the world. Why are you focused on this? Which,
because we're focused on it because you've put us to make it us focused on it.
Exactly.
Like, brought us to do this.
And just because there's bigger issues going on in the world doesn't mean you can't care about multiple issues. You can care about pedophiles and racism and all. You can care about all that stuff on Twitch and care about this streamer being toxic. Like it.
Yeah.
You can care about multiple things.
Yeah. Yeah. And my things is her being toxic and Momo getting canceled unfairly for no real legit reason.
Yeah, see, and I'm still friends with Momo. I went to Momo personally and wanted his side. I'm like, wait a minute, she's playing a victim here. Like, you took.
Oh yeah, that's what she's been doing.
And no, wait a minute. And a lot of these, there's some big streamers, to be nameless, that canceled him right off the bat and was going on Danny's side and it's like, wait a minute.
Yeah. That being said, I think I've said all that I needed to say. I actually need to pop off because my best friend's probably getting cranky. I'm ignoring his DMs.
Well, you have a wonderful night.
Yes,
thank you for having me. I hope you all take care.
You too, and you're welcome on anytime, Sinestra.
I'll keep that in mind. You guys take care.
All right, have a good one.
Thank you for coming on. Have a good day.
And honestly, what I would love to see as a result from this is if we can uncancel Momo and get Momo back.
Yeah, because the whole thing,
he's doing great.
His side and getting it out there. He just wants to go live on Twitch again. He just wants to be, the Momo and, get him back on Twitch and get him back where he was. And, that was months ago. We're supposed to be streamers. We're supposed to be content creators. We're supposed to be, ignore the stupid shit. I mean,
and I'll say this right now. I will collab with Momo. I will show him games if he wants to play new games. I will do, you know, I will help him as much as I possibly can to help him uncancel himself. And I'm going to say that, and yeah, I know it might sound a little biased in this situation, but with what Danny did to the podcast, well, Dinosaur, you know we're going to help him as best we can. And I know I will. I assume everyone else in our community will help him. And those people who did cancel him, I hope you're ashamed of yourselves. I hope you're goddamn ashamed of yourselves.
But you know what the sad part about that is?
What?
People who canceled him and the ones who follow what Danny is saying, they're not going to be ashamed because they still believe what they did was right. Which is really sad.
Hey, Dally Rock. You know, it's that saying, play stupid games, win stupid motherfucking prizes.
Yeah.
And we're going to show Momo's evidence here in a bit. We're still going to go through some of this doc that Sinestra put out, and you did a great job, by the way, on this, Sinestra. It's thorough. Got all the receipts in there. I can put the link in chat, right? It is public. I can go ahead and put the link in chat for those who haven't seen it, right?
I believe you can.
Yeah, I just wanted to get the go ahead. You know, out of politeness.
Yeah.
Because you will find as you stay around the podcast, we do joke around a lot, but you know it's free game, exactly. That's what I thought. So apparently from reading this later on in there's something about Danny was giving away a Stream Deck or something? If I remember right, as I'm scrolling through this. We're not going to read every word of this document. And I gotta say, if she does a giveaway but never follows through on it, I think that's gotta be a scam. That's bad. That has to be some sort of scam, I would think.
It's really scummy.
Yeah, it's really scummy. And it's not something an org leader should do or stream team leader should do. And I know it seems like we're going hard on Danny here, but she kind of deserves it. So whoever hit rank 1 would get a Stream Deck. Yeah. No, and Sinestra, I totally understand that. And you've made it clear in the first page of this document about that, so I think you did a good job bringing clarity and shining sunlight, which, by the way, is an amazing cure for bullshit. Am I right, guys?
Sunlight breaks down shit, and shit becomes fertilizer that seeds the truth.
Oh, yeah. I know. And yeah. And I'm gonna say this till I'm blue in the face, going throughout this entire thing. We don't want any harassment or people going after Danny. We disavow that in the highest possible way you can.
We also just don't agree with some of the things people are doing.
Yes. And this show has always called people out for their shit.
And if you can find a time where we didn't, then good for you.
Yes. Streamers of Twitch and any other platform, open your eyes. Listen to the words that are coming out of our mouths and coming through your computer screens. We are telling you. I mean, if it was up to us as individuals, personally, I don't think I'd ever work with the person. But that is me. You can make your own decision on that. We're not telling you what to think.
We're just applying what we know.
Yes, this is all we know. So
Some people might have different views on things, and we accept that.
Yes, and by the way, we are taking your phone calls. Yeah, if you want to call in. Hey, and we're going to be here for at least the next 2 hours. Who knows how long tonight, but... By the way, the person who won the giveaway deserves a Stream Deck. Deserves a free Stream Deck. In my opinion.
What's a Stream Deck again?
It's a thing that, has buttons where you can do certain things.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, never mind.
Like,
I have one of those.
Carl, like I can play this button for you. And then we can play
and
this.
That's sick, everybody.
Yes, and we can play this song for a certain somebody who we're discussing.
But yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
We had a mod for LL.
Yeah. Glam Trash. I'm glad I wasn't even anywhere close to that group reading this document. It reminded me a lot of Royale streamers who I was in for a bit before we exposed their pyramid scheme on this program. By the way,
it seems like it's so long ago.
By the
what
way,
was that episode? What, 4 or 5?
Yeah, and by the way, I think they're still. Go ahead, computer didn't mean to cut you off.
Yeah, Royal streamers.
Yeah, it's. I forget what they changed their name. I forget what it is now, but.
Water Royale with cheese.
Yeah. If you want a partner push, by all means, try it. I personally made affiliate just from streaming from my cell phone. Streaming board games at a local board game store, which before the pandemic I was doing. And I did some at home.
Really messed up a lot.
Yeah. And after the pandemic, when they opened up the tables up to play board games at the game store, your boy will be back there. We will be doing live board gaming from there. I might be doing some board game streams from my house in the future. So, yeah. There'll be some of that. Well, Glam Trash, you know now, especially now, that those people are pieces of shit, and they can go fuck yourself. Nobody should tell you what you should do for your stream other than you, in my opinion. And any team that you're a part of should be supportive of you.
Absolutely.
If they're not supportive of you, get the fuck away from them. That's just my opinion, though. I mean, your mileage may vary.
Yeah. It really depends on what your situation is.
Good.
And what...
Yeah. And by the way, Inverse Alien now following. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you for the follow.
Yeah. Danny is annoying. Danny just made one of the stupidest tweets of all time here in this screenshot. I'll tell you what this is.
Thank you for the follow.
Yeah, I feel like I gotta read this just in case you can't see it on the screen. And yeah, if this is a trigger warning, I'm sorry. But Danny said, Honestly, shut the fuck up about complaining about not getting shit for free. Imagine being so fucking entitled. Danny, you are a CU in Toledo. Think about what that means, but anyway. I'm just gonna say that.
If we're entitled to wanting free shit, then you should be entitled for trying to get people banned.
Danny, I'm gonna say this right now. Bitch, you ran a giveaway to give somebody a Stream Deck. Okay? You ran a fucking giveaway. Yet you didn't hold up your end of the fucking bargain. Bitch, if you're gonna do a giveaway, follow through on it. You hold up your end of the bargain. It's not that hard to do.
It is not. Unless you were lying about it in general. You probably didn't even have a Stream Deck. And if you did, why did you not send it out? Unless it was your own personal one, then you should have not made the fucking deal in the first place.
Exactly. A favorite phrase on this show. You can't make this shit up, and why the fuck would you even want to?
You played yourself.
Yeah. And in the words of Review Tech USA, you've been exposed. Tell your friends about this. Let everyone know we're also on YouTube. I believe that we might have a YouTube command. If not, I'm sure.
I believe it's down below.
It is down below in the panels, but we should have a YouTube command eventually. We'll have to work on that. 52 fucking episodes in, and you'd think we'd have that. But some of us are boomers. Anyway, apparently in these screenshots, we're not going to go over every part of the screenshots. Yeah, Computer Check, thank you for posting that link. Apparently she said she was being bullied for not giving away the Stream Deck.
Yes, you're being bullied for not giving away the thing that you said you were going to give away. That makes total sense.
You fucking what, mate? Being bullied because you didn't hold up your end of the bargain when you should have held up your end of the bargain? Oh my god! I'm sorry. That's just hilarious to me. Like, who in their right mind would think that?
I'm sorry that you lied to your entire community. And now you're being given slack for it.
Yeah.
Hey Nick.
Yeah?
I'm mad at you because you said that we were gonna play board games at your board game place now. Even though it's a pandemic and we're nowhere near each other. I'm mad about that.
Yeah.
I am your one simp that you're losing. You'll be very mad to lose me, even though you have no idea who I am.
Yeah, no, Bear Coda, that's a good point, and I think that would have been on it. There'd be something that Danny can't be, Bear. That's something she can never be, and that's honest as fuck. Okay?
Can't make a lie a better lie just by more lying.
Yeah, I mean, it's common sense. It is really common sense here.
You can only lie so much until the lies become truth. Then the truth will come out.
Yes, and the truth is coming out right now. Karma is coming to collect, which is why I named the stream this. And I just want people in this stream to be aware of who she is. And if you associate with her, that's on you.
I have a very truthful saying right now. You've all heard Carmel's a bitch, but so is Danny.
That's an insult to actual bitches.
Oh, I feel bad for all the female dogs that have to share a name of a bitch with Danny.
Wait, she called people whiny, selfish crybabies! She actually called them whiny, selfish crybabies! And by the way, I'm not laughing at who she's talking about. I'm laughing at her. Wait, Dolby, they what? You're saying it's still being active? Yeah. Oh, yeah. All you did is talk in a Discord. This bitch really said that, and I don't think too highly of her, honestly. So I'm going. So yeah, if you guys think I'm disrespectful in what I'm saying, I'm sorry, but she kind of deserves it. So I don't completely give a fuck.
And I'm only just going off of what I see and what I've seen from both sides, because I've seen Danny's tweets and I've seen things that Danny has said.
Yeah.
I looked through it. I'm one of the only people that will admit that I come onto this show blind sometimes.
Yeah, I do.
I'm the on-show researcher. I do very little research before show, so I can come in with an open mind for both sides.
Yes, and for those of you who are new and are wondering what our history on this podcast was about, I'll just tell you quickly here. About a year or so ago, there was a guy who was wearing a green bodysuit for green screen stuff, right? And he put self-tanner on his face. It was completely clearly self-tanner, right? I mean, you could tell by looking at it, it was self-tanner. Tipster covered this. A lot of other content creators covered this, right? So she wanted us to run the story and try to cancel this guy. I ran it by my team, and there was a decision that we were not going to put it on the air because it didn't pass the smell test. So when I told Danny this, and I told her this in voice, because we were in a voice call in the Discord at the time, because we were going to have her on, for some reason, I forget the reason exactly. When I told her we were not going to cover this, she told me, and I quote, "Well then you need to fire your team because they're closeted racists." Let that sink in.
Because we wouldn't agree with her, we are closeted racists. Racists.
Can you believe that, chat? Guys, the amount of stupid that you have to be to say that.
Oh, hold on.
I mean, the amount of ego that you have to say that we're closeted racists because we don't agree with you?
It just really makes you think. It really does. Are we also racist because because I don't like the color yellow to wear? Is it racist because I'm wearing an orange shirt right now? If because we're closeted racists because we saw that it was self-tanner and it wasn't obvious blackface or
Round face.
any other racial profiling of that sort.
By the way, way, I didn't even realize that brownface was a thing until she said that.
I think it still falls under the same boat as blackface. I think it's just another term. But then again,
Yeah.
we're closeted racists. What do we know?
Yeah, and she's a scumbag piece of fuck. That's just my personal opinion. Yeah, I know, but personal opinion. Which I think I have a right to have after what she told the people who helped me out on this program. But anyway.
People who spend their time researching and looking and providing content for all you wonderful people.
Yeah.
We apologize for nothing.
And
because we did nothing.
In the giveaway, all you had to do was be the most active on the Discord. She had said that in a previous tweet. But I'm not going to go scrolling up looking for it right this second. But so basically, when Danny... Okay, so this is the Sinesta's tweet here. Screenshotting when Danny said it was simply be top spot in the leaderboard. That is what we call Danny, those wondering. That is called proof. That is called it's proof that you're a lying scumbag. I can call you a lying scumbag because we have the proof and we're showing it live on stream that you are. And then this, Aria posted on Twitter and proved that she was the highest. On there.
So hold on, Nick, hold on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna read Glam's thing here.
Yeah.
Brownface is what a lot of white people have been doing lately, and they make their skin look more brown, like an actual black person's faces. You typically see it on a lot of women who are black fishing.
Okay. That is information to know. And yeah.
I'm assuming black fishing is where someone is going after a black male or black men or women. Oh, then I will be wrong on that. Okay. I have no idea.
So now Danny is taking a time.
That's even worse.
Yeah. Oh damn.
That's even worse than what I thought.
So she's deleting her team. So possibly. But anyway, this is a banger tweet from Danny and not the way she expects. Just saying that. Imagine throwing a public meltdown because someone didn't get a free Stream Deck for talking in a Discord server. I'm not letting y'all bully me over free shit. I'm deleting my team because it's clear y'all only want to use me for free stuff and money. Lamau.
I mean, if you're the one saying you're gonna give away something and now you're mad that you didn't give away something, I already said this before. Don't lie about doing a giveaway if you're not going to do the giveaway. It's just common sense unless you don't have that. And of course you don't because you're still whining about it.
Yes, and Danny makes an allegation here that she sent Aria like $500 to help pay rent. I don't believe that's true because of Danny's track record. It could be. I don't know. I haven't researched into it. I've just seen this. And then she says that she's done with this topic. That's basically the equivalent of her saying "and punt," which is basically saying that her point was made and the defense has to punt. And the offense has to punt. You know what I meant. Anyway. So and then she says she's done with drama, and then minutes later, comes back into drama. Ladies and gentlemen, what you are watching right now is the creation of a lolcow. That's what she is. She is a goddamn lolcow. At least in my estimation. I mean, it feels like it.
I mean, I can't say you're wrong or right because I have no idea what a lolcow is.
Google it.
I don't want to.
Yeah. By the way, on my account, on my Twitter account, she's blocked me. But on the Twitter account for the podcast, she hasn't blocked us.
She probably will tonight, though.
Yeah, she's probably watching this. It wouldn't shock me if she's secretly lurking this stream. I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but you never know. So she called herself a drama girl or toxic, but said that other people are calling her this. Yeah. I thought she was done, but you know, I do have a sound clip that perfectly describes Danny.
I was gonna say, is it the hose mad one?
Yes.
You've gotten a lot of use out of that, haven't you?
Oh, hell yeah. I mean, it's perfect for some people. So Arya leaked a DM, which at that point I think she was well within her right to do so. She's being attacked, she's using it to defend herself. We're not going to read everything in there. Wait, she was flexing how much money she had in front of everybody on voice, apparently? According to what Ari is saying here.
That's kind of scummy.
That shows she has no sense of time and place or tact. That just shows how stupid she is, man. I mean, if you didn't already know it before, right?
I just question what goes on through this person's head.
I don't know if I want to know. We made a... Okay, so she's saying some more bullshit. She's twisting the narrative. I'm not going to read her bullshit. And here's Sinestro, what she referenced earlier. If you were an actual brand like Corsair or something, your ass would be canceled. That is not a call for her to be canceled, and any sane... Excuse me. Any sane person out there would not think that it would be a call to cancel somebody. Danny, it's time for you to play a game of words have meanings, bitch. And yeah, I know I'm going a little hard on her a bit, but
that's what she said.
She kind of deserves it. Yeah. Hey, Momo. How you doing, my friend?
Hello, Momo.
Yeah. Seriously mental. Like, that isn't a pot calling the kettle black. Everyone, support Momo the best you can. Yes, there are people that are finding out your side. We're gonna get into your side in a bit here. But yeah, she promised the Stream Deck. The original post said to win. It did not say chance to win. Maybe Danny will rip you off. Claim you owe her $500, Kappa.
I don't owe Danny anything.
So this is funny. She went on to make the statement the giveaway was still open despite the original announcement in May saying it would run until the end of the month. I think this rises to the correct level here for me to say it. I hope, first, before I say this, I do hope Danny is getting help. Because if she's not getting help, she is quite
one way or another.
She is quite clearly a garbage human. I have to say that because that's how she's acting. And yes, I know that's very Anita Sarkeesian of me, but it's the truth. Yeah, and Momo, I said this around... Okay. Well, Momo, and like I said, in any way, if you want to do collab streams or whatever, hit me up, dude. Nice one, Glam. Yeah, we got your back, brother.
Absolutely.
And by the way, Momo, if you ever want to come on this podcast for any reason, just to BS or whatever, you are more than welcome. Anyone that's in this chat is more than welcome to come in. And part of me is wondering if Dan... I hope this doesn't happen.
I already checked.
So Dan Bear Pigs.
I would expect that Danny would tweet something about this, and I already just checked. She has not said anything at the moment, and so either she's being quiet about it, or something.
Yeah, I don't know. So we're gonna go to this Twitter video now. But Glam, you know as well as I do, we'll believe it when she sees it. By the way, this is a clip from Danny's stream. If you guys
she has a shirt on. That's first.
Guys, if you're into call, hop into the stream if you're not, the screen share if you're not, because I'm going to play a clip. It's 14 seconds. And before I do that, I gotta say one thing. I have to digress 1 second. Twitter, your video player is horrible. It's just dog shit.
I mean, Twitter sucks. I don't use it.
Anyway, here we go. We're gonna play a 14-second clip. I'll do your hats, kids.
I feel like I'm in a school shooting right now. I'm like hiding underneath. I feel like I'm in a school shooting right now. I'm like,
wait. She said, wait. Danny, no! She feels like she's in a school. Wait, she actually said that?
I have a special
What?
I touch little girls with. I feel like I'm in a school shooting.
What the actual fuck? I'm so... What? I just got
Reminder.
I just got
she
douche
is
chills.
saying this on Twitch, and we're the bad guys because we didn't agree with her.
I just got douche chills listening to that.
Imagine all the families that have lost people because of school shootings, and all the people who are hurt every day because of pedophilia or being touched in ways that you wouldn't want. And she openly jokes about it.
Was coming to collect. Karma is coming to collect. And Danny, I'm gonna say this. Play stupid games, win stupid fucking prizes. Okay? Want to joke about school about that's not cool. Especially if it was especially if it was around the time that a school shooting actually happened. That's equally scummy. That's like a million times worse. To be fair, I don't know if it is, but you get what I'm saying.
It's still really scummy because I've been in a scenario kind of like this. We heard that were shots fired at a neighboring school, and we all had to go in lockdown. You know how terrified a lot of us were? We've had people. It's really something, and
yeah, Momo. Go ahead. Sorry, I just wanted to say to Momo. Yeah, your story's blowing up, dude. You got a lot of people on your side.
Yeah.
Including us.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Oh.
Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. I was just add the last part there.
And I'm just saying, for someone as a child, I still consider myself as a child because I'm still in school. School shootings is nothing to joke about.
No.
And people deal with losses every day because of it. Well, not every day, but whenever there is a school shooting. And they happen a lot more often than people know. And for you just to say you feel like a kid huddled under a table during an active school shooting is really beyond scummy.
Yeah.
And I really want you to take a moment to think about it.
There are not enough signs for a Here's Her Sign award to give it to this person, to Danny. I'm just gonna say this. And Momo, like I told you privately, I am damn fucking proud of you, my dude. I knew it was something that you needed to get out there to get your side of the story out there. We're gonna air your side of the story. And brother, this podcast has always had your back. And we always will. I've had your back always. And you know I will. I know Computer Chick will, and I'm pretty damn sure Carl will.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But you know, I will say this, Momo. You will bounce back from the cancellation. If and whenever you're ready. I'll do what I can to help you, like I said to you in private. And I said on here. I know we haven't met in person, but I'm going to say it after this stream. If you guys want to hop in Discord and BS, I'll be down to have a little hangout with you guys. Off stream, away from everything, just hanging out.
Absolutely.
Because I definitely can see the three of us in this on this as meeting new friends tonight. And that's a lot of what streaming's about. Meeting new people, making those connections, hanging out, getting to know people. So we're going to go into this document with Momo. Momo, is there anything you want to say before we go into this document? You don't have to hop into the call. I can read text. Well, Sinesta, if you're going to lose friends, they weren't worth having in the first place. Sinesta, I consider us friends now.
I do too.
And Momo, like I said, if you have something you want to say before we go into your document, go for it. Yeah. Yeah, no, I get. Yeah, I don't think anyone wanted this to happen, Momo. If I'm being honest, you know what I mean? Not a single person wanted this to happen. And once again, I'm going to say we disavow any hate or hate mob or anything like that directed to Danny. That is not what we're about. We disavow it in the highest terms. I want to get that out of the way. We don't have to like the person, but only in extreme cases like Susie Liu, who has stolen anime and tried to get creators who report on her antics kicked off YouTube. Only then, in my opinion, is cancellation worthy to even be thought about. Well, Momo, you've got us now. And as much as I can, I will either be in your stream or hanging out with you on stream. And we will make sure that your career gets back on track. And Momo, if you want, we'll talk after this show's over. We'll figure it out. Okay? Because I feel a responsibility, seeing what happened to you, to help you out however I can. Okay?
Us streamers need to stick by each other.
Yes. And it is bannable for her community to target harass you. So Momo, what you do in that situation, you report their asses to Twitch, explain to them what happened, maybe give them the link to the document. And they get yeeted off the platform quicker than Alinity yeets her cats.
Yeah, yoink.
Eh. So, yeah. By the way, if you're wondering about the Susie Liu stuff, go onto our YouTube channel and look at our VODs. We've done multiple episodes about what Susie Liu has done. We haven't mentioned what she's been up to lately because we're not going to give her more attention than just explaining the situation. But bear with me. Anyway. Momo Swift, thank you for the host, my dude.
Thank you for the host.
Yes, and Momo, this took a lot of balls to put this out there, dude. And I'm really glad that you defended yourself. You got brass fucking balls, dude. You got brass fucking balls.
I know he's been holding on to it. I know when it happened, he didn't want to release it because it was still fresh. But now, after Danny has another victim, I think it's time for his words to come out.
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, I don't necessarily think we need to do anything, or anyone needs to do anything to cancel Danny. If this makes sense. Because Danny's self-canceled with how she's treated people.
I feel she needs to get help.
Yeah.
Yeah, she has some issues and needs her
Well,
own.
so there's no point in canceling Danny if she's gonna just cancel herself with the way she's been acting.
Yeah. There's gonna be
her community will turn against her before anything.
Okay, Momo, I'm gonna put the link to your document in the chat so people can read it if they haven't read it. And look through it, because we're not gonna show every screenshot, we're not gonna read every word, and we're just gonna kind of summarize and go over. You know what I mean? Because We don't need to, but you get the idea.
Mhm.
Danny and Momo have known each other for about 2 years now. I'm in this document. Yeah, there is a lot. There is a lot. Early on, she asked about streamer etiquette. She seemed like a nice person. Basically, then she started dating Brownie Bear. Then it was a horrible breakup. Augie RFC, by the way, has a saying that I think is like half joking, half not. Which, by the way, he streams on YouTube. Check him out. His saying is no e-girls. Because he says they just cause trouble. That's basically what he's saying. But anyway, she started. Okay, so they became a friendship, and then October 19th, he was going to go to PAX East. At the end of February 2020, Danny invited them, the group, and Danny. Okay, so Danny and him in one bed, someone else and her boyfriend in another, Linda and her friend Ray in the living room. Okay. So 4 people. 4 people, but you're sticking 6 people in it. That's classic streamer etiquette or professional wrestling sometimes.
That's what she said.
Anyway. So Danny figured Bree was gonna flake, and she was livid. So he sent $60 at that time. And shows the proof. So that same month, he made a move. Pennsylvania. And so Danny was pressured into visiting Danny. Oh, this isn't good. This is not going to be good for Danny. Holy sh... So Danny pressured Momo into visiting her, according to this, and talking about a lot of sex in relationships and how he started needing to have it and not care about being married. She visited you. I'm sorry. I screwed that up. My bad. I've been staring at a computer screen for like 6 hours today because I did some stuff earlier today and then preparing for this show. So you can understand if I screw some things up unintentionally. Anyway, so she told awful things about his friends, which is bullshit. Any good friend wouldn't do that. And then, things happen. And she said things that sounded like ape, because we can't say the full word. So we'll just call it ape. Oh, damn. Yeah. So, yeah, basically she's... Wow. She basically wanted... Yeah, sexual assault. She talked him through that. That's bullshit. That is a red flag. I know you didn't know that at the time, but I know you know that now, Momo. That is a red flag.
Just like that game. Red flags.
And let's see. Discord message somewhere. Anyway. Okay, so he thought less of her, but he still went because he wanted to meet. I can understand that. So apparently she's terrified of flying. So she and Jim Cornette have something in common. That goddamn death cube! They fly together. Okay? So then he suffered a major injury, which people were saying later on in his cancellation that was bullshit, and he set up a GoFundMe and all that stuff, which I knew at the time it was legit. I just knew, even though I didn't talk to you about it, Momo. I knew it was gonna, you know what I mean? And we supported you back then, like you saw, but and yeah, to break down, people called it attention seeking. My opinion, those people can fuck off. Apparently, Danny thinks people do. Or Danny's fans. So he used it for medical bills, rent, and paying off debts. Okay. Which makes sense if he had the money to do that and he got more than what he asked for. I don't see why he wouldn't do that. That's... Ha ha ha, Dally! I see what you did there. Hey, we're all about jokes on this show. Most of the time.
Those are my jokes, and I just crash and burn.
Yes, we have a button for Carl. It's literally labeled the Carl button.
that was the key.
So we have records of money sent, money received.
Happened there, Nick.
What?
You didn't push the Carl button.
I did.
Yeah, that was my cue.
I did push it.
Oh, you did? Oh, there it is.
Yeah. Okay, that's Pro
It's a little
Smash.
quiet.
Okay, that is a Pro Smash player. He even sent Danny an additional $100 towards the trip after. Let me boost that volume really quick. Okay. So he's paid. So he paid him in full. He is paying back Danny, which is the right thing to do. So she said she has until the end of January to pay, which he had time, and we show a text messages. So now mid-December 2019, he flew down to Texas. And he didn't know Marinda was underage when they started dating.
Oof.
Apparently, right? That's what Danny's saying. Danny's saying that she called him a predator. Oh, she was not? Okay, I screwed that up. Sorry. I'm sorry.
Nick's a boomer, don't worry.
Hey, I'm 40 years old. My eyesight's not as good as it was 20 years ago. Back off.
Yeah, he's an old man.
Get off my lawn, Kappa.
Kappa.
Jeez.
You know what my favorite brand of cereal is? Kappa Crunch.
Oh, God. So, okay, so he was only made aware of this in February. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, okay. And then, so she's... Okay. Yeah. So Danny decides to spread lies because she's salty she didn't get Momo. From how I'm reading it. Oh yeah, Sinestro, I even said back then, the grooming allegations were bullshit. And we defended Momo back then with everything. We showed screenshots that we acquired ourselves from Twitter and everything. By the way, we still have the archives in our newsroom. Yeah. Yeah, who wrote that note? Would it have been Danny?
Whoever wrote it, I really like their whys.
Dark Veiled Skies wrote that. Well, Momo, I'm a gamer too. I do a lot of by the way, cheap plug really quickly here as we're going through this. I do a lot of board game stuff on Tabletop Simulator now because of the pandemic. I can't be at the game store, obviously. And Mad Kills, thank you for the follow.
Thank you for the follow.
And yeah, so okay, so oh wow. Okay. Yeah, this wow. What happens when you don't do much research? Look like a slapped ass.
Not the good kind.
And then we have this Twitter thread. So I'll read it for the record, Sinesta. She does want to add in the fact that she later found out through a friend of TA's that TA was told these lies by Danny and opted to post them online without doing much research. The fact she has never addressed the issue since is concerning. Yes, and I do fully hold responsible for what she said, but she was very likely deceived by Danny. And yeah, that makes sense.
Lies and deception.
Yeah. Yes. And what friend would tell a friend to ignore the allegations because defending yourself will make it worse? You fucking what, mate?
You sound like a bitch. You sound like a bitch.
So, yeah. She's unhinged. At least in these screenshots, she's fucking unhinged. Yes. Yes. Dolby. That is one of this podcast's favorite words. Allegedly. Whoops. She said she acted like she knew nothing about this. Meanwhile, she told Third Artifact I was a predator. I heard she did a stream on this the other day. I don't know for sure. I don't watch her streams, but I don't want to lose, and I don't want to lose brain cells personally, but
Nick has very little to begin with. He doesn't need to lose more.
shut up, jackass. The more you engage, the more your community is bound to be hostile. That doesn't seem like a community I want to be a part of. But anyway.
This isn't the fucking purge. Come on,
No.
guys.
No.
We're only killing one person, not the entire community.
Yeah. And he took Danny's advice and stayed off Twitter. And then yeah, that happens. So he's paying for his plane ticket because it wasn't used. They decided not to go to PAX. Which they have every... Dolph, do you stay away from streams with thought in the title? Because that's what she is.
She's my favorite Twitch thought.
So he
yeah.
So Venmo is Venmoing the money. At this point, they're all paid up. Definitely. And then somebody with a clown emoji. Wow.
Danny looks like the clown in this scenario.
And then says that.
And people start sticking nose in their
Yep.
business where they don't belong.
Yes, and then this person said, then the breakup happens. Right around this
What is
point.
very important?
Yeah, this thing we're coming up to right now, I think.
Oh, okay.
So she's claiming an airline hit her with a cancellation fee and asked me to pay half. Yeah. So I can understand why you felt the need to pay it, but at that point, I would have told Danny to kick rocks at that point. But I can understand why you didn't. Frankie's a player in all of this. Okay. That should have been the end of it. That was all that was left. Just too charming and manipulating. Wow, and now Danny's saying just because you block me doesn't mean you owe me money still? She wants to call it out. And then this happened. What a dumb fuck this guy turned out to be. For posting that.
Oh, and that's the same one that's on the current Twitter as well.
Yep. And then some more stuff. I'm just going to scroll through it because I don't want to have them on the screen, but... And the breakup happened at this point, I believe. And then we go on to the DM where he tried... Wait! What? That's horseshit. Sorry for cursing, but it's the truth. How? Okay, I'll read it out loud. Yeah, I didn't want to trigger you, Momo. Okay? Yeah, so... Fuck, Momo Swift TV Ratfuck has exploited the openness of LGBT communities and others on Twitch for 2 years, soliciting money and chasing young girls, and the little fuck can't even hold down a job. Y'all need better idols and more cynicism. This shit has me livid, to BH. So this is complete bullfuck. My opinion. No,
and that's when the others started.
Yeah.
You know, going after Momo, and that's when I chimed in, sticking up. I was like, well, there's two sides to every story, and I started getting blocked by people, but I don't care.
And now the Discord DM, where he says, send me an invoice of how much he owes you, and so he can pay it and be done. That's a stand-up guy right there. That's a stand-up motherfucking dude. Yep, and yeah, Danny subtweeted, and she ignored him for 40 minutes.
Hey.
Yeah?
If he's a stand-up dude, Danny should stop doing Twitch and become a stand-up comedian, because she's telling straight jokes.
Yeah. Yeah, she is. So 40 minutes... Yeah. 40 minutes later, she's posted a very big thread with manipulative screenshots while calling him a liar and saying he owes her money after all this time. We know that's bullshit. We all know it, and the attack's personal, not logical or even true. It's gaslighting, and I have to agree completely with this. It is gaslighting. She says she's not here to cancel him, but okay.
Man,
Bullshit.
We have obvious proof that she is.
Yeah, Sinestra. But Sinestra, you're an honest person. I wouldn't believe Danny if she said it was raining in the middle of a rainstorm. So then, this tweet, Momo Swift is lying to you all. He made 1.2k on GoFundMe and spent it on a plane ticket and hotel to go on a trip. Then he burned me on $365 on a PAX East trip I spotted him for. He's manipulated and a liar. I'm tired of the community supporting this behavior. And Dolby in chat says, honestly, as a stand-up comedy fan, I think... Oh, God.
You know what? I don't think she would be good as stand-up. I think everyone would just tell her to sit back down.
Yeah.
But I like this part, this next tweet, because this is where I chimed in, and this isn't a cancel party invite hate mob, but then it turned out to be because it made it to me back then. It made me sound like she was having a pity party, like poor me, poor me, poor me.
Yeah.
And then I was like, that's when I went to Momo. I'm like, I wanted to get his side, and then I got his side, and I'm like, wow, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. This. Okay, so I'm gonna read this, and I'm gonna add my own commentary as I'm reading this. So bear with me. It's a thing we do on this show. We read tweets. I can English. Before you read this thread, this isn't a cancel party or an invite to a hate mob.
You stink, and I don't like you.
This is pointing out the fact that he has manipulated, lied, and used people. He is manipulative, and a liar, and someone had to hold him accountable for his own actions and make him face them. So then she has receipts. By the way, text messages can be easily faked. If you want receipts and want to see proof, scrolling proof is preferred for screenshots. Always remember that, kids, when you see screenshots on Twitter about somebody. Always remember. Because Pepperidge Farm remembers.
Photoshop is a very easy thing to learn.
Sinestra. She doesn't have the fucking balls to face her actions. No, Momo, I'm not saying you're lying or anything. Don't worry about that. I'm not saying you're lying. I'm just saying, Danny's stuff could be easily faked. You know what I mean?
And your commands aren't working.
Yeah, it's not my. I don't.
Streamer.
Maybe it's blame Streamlabs.
Yeah, it's always Streamlabs' fault. It's also Nick's not usually the host. Our normal host is suffering from sleep deprivation.
Well, no.
He's been doing a lot of college work.
I am one of the hosts of this show, but the guy who does the technical stuff is not here tonight.
Yeah.
So yes.
And they won't give me control over it.
We already know how that would go.
And okay. So everything was even? And more cancelization? So she gaslit her boyfriend She actually owed Dinosaur money. Damn. And wait a second. She was going on a trip with her boyfriend instead, and she gaslit her boyfriend right after. I'm sorry. That's hilarious.
She dumb.
She's so dumb she can't even spell CD.
She asked what the number for 991 is. Oh, wait, it's 911.
Wow. So, wait. He filmed her on the plane, so she tweeted about it and canceled him too. He's a partner. Damn. I think that button's gonna get a workout tonight. What do you think, chat?
In all this, in all fairness, and then because this is during the pandemic happened, so PAX East never happened.
Yeah.
So who got all that money back?
Wait, PAX East did happen. What Momo's saying, right before pandemic.
I got canceled.
Okay. Wow. She talks about the things that she should not have done. but not yet. But not the things that she did. You know, I gotta say it. Danny lives in the thinnest walled glass house known to man.
Her floor is made from thin ice.
Okay, so she. Wait, I have talked to him about him behind my back. Wait, she talked about him behind her own back? How does one do that? How does one...
Hey,
seriously?
hey Nick, I'm gonna go talk about you behind my back.
Wait a second. Chat. How does one talk about somebody behind their own back? And by their own, I mean the person who's talking about somebody. That doesn't make sense.
Yo, Nick, if anyone talks shit about you, I'm gonna stand up for you. Yo, Nick, this guy is stupid.
Like the mental gymnastics on this, on that sentence. I'm sorry.
She's a contortionist.
That sentence triggers me. I have talked about him behind my back in spite and anger. What? Anybody? Wait, anybody else think that's an odd way to phrase that? I mean, yeah, I know what she meant, but goddamn, she boomered this up so bad.
I'm dyslexic and I knew it. And I know how to type.
So I want to say this. I wish I had on my audio pad here the old ECW "you fucked up" chant. That would have been perfect to have, but I don't have that on my board. I don't have enough spaces to have it on here.
Now you fucked up.
Yeah. This right here is when she realized she fucked up. Momo,
At this moment, Jason knew he fucked up.
Momo, before I mention this grammatical error, did that even register with you or anyone in chat that she really screwed that up? Like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We are a comedy show. You know, we talk about new stuff, and we're gonna make fun of you when you do stupid shit. Sorry, not sorry. So more. Okay, yes, this is more. She admits she's been talking about him behind his back all along. Meanwhile, he hadn't even owed her money. Choice words included predator, which she was told many people were prominent in the industry, and they believed her without a doubt because of her manipulation. There was no defending myself. The post went viral, 600 likes and many retweets within an hour, as well as disgusting comments. People who I always thought would have my back. She was judge, jury, and executioner. She claims she only put him on blast because it's the only way to get his attention. And yeah, because she caused his breakup prior to this. That's a reason why to ignore her. So now he's going to investigate or bully people who investigated and bullied him. I'm going to read the names because they're just as much to blame as Danny, in my opinion. And I think it's the right thing to do. Dragon Pony, Squixel24, Ollybat, Giblib TV, Third Artifact, Hugram, Sam Strake, Dark Veiled Skies, I Am Maslu, Classically JT, That Clown Frankie, Oreo side. And Computer Chick, I know you might have something you might want to say about Oreo side. I know you've talked about him off air, but if you have anything you want to say, right now would be to fine. Okay, Oreo side hasn't made strides to change his behavior, thank God. And I'm glad, but Computer Chick, if you have anything you want to add for anyone else, go for it. Well, it's good he's genuinely trying.
He's trying to change his behavior, but back then, yeah, he was really harsh, and he was harsh with me. I've been called a shit. You know, I'm a crap affiliate. Yeah. So, but he's trying to change. But
Yeah, so we're not going to show the Oreo side stuff because he's trying to change, but he was shitty, and I get that, Sam Strake was coming at him because Mar was commenting on some pictures of his QT back when he didn't even know who she was. And how are you supposed to know the age of your Twitter followers?
That's why you don't hook up with fans. That's my only excuse.
And then we have some leaked DMs here, which I'm not going to go into. Then he talks about his girlfriend. And we're almost done with the doc here. By the way, if any of you want to call in, now would be a good time. We will take some callers and end the show out after this if we want. But
Exclamation point, call in, CALLIN. All one word.
or this link, or the link that's scrolling at the top of the screen.
Oh yes, there is that too.
Okay. At the time he met Mar, he was dating a 22-year-old nurse. So let that sink in. He wasn't grooming. Yeah, Deli, we went into a whole huge thing about Royale streamers. We've done multiple streams on them.
We even had ex-Royale streamers on the call with us.
Yes. For anybody out there who's wondering about Royale streamers or whatever the fuck their new name is now, stay the fuck away from that Amway for Twitch streamers. Stay away from that pyramid scheme. You're better off meeting people. Anyway. So it goes into their relationship. I don't want to read all that. But Mar confronted Danny about the money that we feel she owed to Mar. That's when Danny got into Mar's head. And bad things happened. Back together now, thank God. I'm happy for you kids. And it lists more reads there. Yeah. So with that said, does anyone want to come on and have anything else to say? Because we are approaching the 2-hour mark. We can go over if we want, but what do you got? I mean, I know you guys have been chiming in through the chat, and I appreciate y'all. But yeah, we're definitely an interactive show. And by the way, your calls don't have to be on this topic. They can be on anything.
As Nicholas' shirt he's wearing today.
Yeah. And yeah, Momo, hey, no problem. I told you we'd have your back, brother.
Always.
yeah, but you know, to get Momo's side is what's important. I mean, a lot of people were taking Danny's side and saying that she was a victim and not wanting to analyze both sides of the story. It's like, hey, wait a minute, something's
Dinosaur, I'll pull it up.
And it's not coming from between her legs.
Wow.
Low blow?
Low blow, but as Judge Mills Lane would say, I'll allow it. Okay.
I mean, that's all she's known for is low blowing.
Wow. Okay, so this is from Dinosaur. We'll go over this. We're not gonna read. Obviously, we're not gonna read everything, but.
Oh.
Oh wow.
Oh. I guess I have to hit her up soon.
Wait. She hit on Mar when Mar was underage? Really, Danny? That's some Onision level shit here.
Hey, can we reminder? She did say something about pedophilia in that video we watched.
Yeah.
And she likes touching little girls, she said.
Yeah. So understand this. That's not a good look. You know?
Oh, it is not.
Danny's got issues. Yeah, it looks like she has issues. Don't know if she's gonna get tissues for him, but
Some of her Sims might.
I hope she gets help, but I don't think she will, Dolph. But yeah. So, wait a second. Momo owed her money, and Dinosaur owed her the same, but she got let off because she was Danny's friend? Oh, good God, Momo.
Sense.
Damn. Just, yeah. And Momo, if you need a friend, if you need to vent to someone, obviously you got me too. But yeah, Dinosaur will, yeah. This is something you should read as well. It's linked in Momo's document, but I'll post it here. Yeah, Momo, you're awesome. And I will say this. No, you guys don't owe... Momo, you don't owe her a goddamn motherfucking thing. You don't owe her a thing, dude.
No, because she got people to go with you and to replace. Yeah, that means she could. Yeah.
It, you know... Wow. Yeah. Kids, that is why you never stick your dick in crazy. So I've been told. Anyway, we're gonna wrap up here. It's been a I'm gonna mute the Discord. Damn. So I'm gonna mute the Discord.
All right, guys.
Stay, guys, in the call. Stay around. We'll hang out with you guys after the show if y'all want. We'll hop in there. We'll BS and hang out and everything. So, gonna deafen. Hey, no problem, Mad Skills. Hey, no problem, Momo. I definitely want to talk, BS with you guys after stream, so let me just do this. Yes, we've always wanted to get your side to come out, Momo, but hop into Discord, we'll have a post-show hangout. Talk to you later.